Hi, everybody. Hi. I hope everybody is doing good. And this morning, I want to welcome you to Betty AZ YouTube channel. Welcome back, and thank you for always coming back to my channel. And if you're new here, guys, karibu sana, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So today we have an amazing guest, and he's here to help us understand how you can come to this country, to the USA, either as a student or with a scholarship. I see one person live, and without wasting much time, I'm gonna bring our guest on board. Welcome, EBM.
Thank you so much for having me to be a special guest on your famous YouTube channel.
Oh, you call it famous. Yours is the most famous.
No, it is. You are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us your name and where do you come from and where do you live now?
Okay, so my name is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, and I go as EBM. That's why my YouTube name channel, EBM Scholars.
Yes.
And I'm here in Missouri, United States of America. I've been here for 13 years now, but I'm originally from Tanzania. And I came here in 2008 under the special scholarship program called the Fulbright program, so which was 1 year program. But after that, I changed it to another program, to international student. After that, I changed it to become a green card holder. After that, our finest military, become US citizen, and where we are now.
Yeah. Wow. It's been a journey for you.
Exactly. So that's why most of the things I usually share, most of them, not all, I have gone through these kind of processes myself.
Okay. And right now, let me recognize a few people who are on board. Hi, Cynthia Kamunto. Hello. Hi, Beth Mudhoni. She's watching. Thank you so much, Beth. Evelyn Mungai, Evans Matoke, Mary Wanjiru. Welcome. And also somebody else joined, Kevo Wa Pipeline. Hi. So please tell our viewers today, because I get a lot of questions, people asking me, how can we come there as a student, first of all, and how can they tell the schools are real or they are fake, because other people have been conned, going through fake. Yes.
So I want to break down into two main things.
Yes.
Number one is coming as a student is self-financing student.
Yes.
That means you pay for tuition, fees, and you cater your own living expenses.
Yes.
And then there is coming here is someone receiving scholarship.
Yes.
The scholarship can be either full scholarship or the scholarship can be partial scholarship.
Yes.
By full scholarship, I mean they give you the tuition, fees, and living expenses. By partial, I mean they can give maybe tuition and fees, living expenses on your own, or they can pay the tuition and fees 50%, you pay the rest of the 50% or 40%, and then in addition to that, you have to pay for the living expenses.
Yes.
When I usually talk about scholarships, either on my YouTube channel or on my blog, my YouTube, whatever I'm talking about scholarships, usually talk about 100% scholarship, meaning they pay you for tuition, fees, and living expenses.
Yes.
So I will discuss both. I will start discussing how can you get a scholarship.
Yes.
But then I will talk to people if they want to become international students by paying on their own. Yes. And I will advise them why they should not apply. If you are going to pay for yourself, don't waste your money to come to America. There are other countries have better deals as international students if you want to pay on your own than spending over 40,000, 50,000 to come to America.
Yes.
Okay. So allow me to start with the scholarships.
Yes.
So the first thing we need to know, what the level of study do you want to go to take? Because the level of study will determine all those kind of things. Basically, we have bachelor degree, master's, and PhD.
Yes.
Then there's postdoctoral studies. Those are the most common is bachelor, master's, and PhD. But remember, people from Africa have yes, you have the common, you go to high school, bachelor, master's, the same, but you have another level of education, which is called diploma. Is a level of education. So if you want to come to study in America, there is no any level called diploma here.
Yes.
Diploma in American English means a certificate.
Yes.
Like awarding certificate to bachelor of masters that you have been completing certain things, that is a diploma. So there's no level called a diploma. We can a little bit say diploma is more or less the same, like community college getting associate degree, but it's not, because over there, diploma is not associate degree.
Yes.
It's completely different. What you are studying, they are not towards completing the bachelor degree. You cannot transfer to continue. Maybe you do the bachelor degree in let's say you do IT, or you do nursing as diploma. You cannot go to Kenyatta and continue the third and the fourth. No, you cannot be able to do that.
Yes.
So because of that, if you want to study bachelor degree in America, they will look more about high school education.
Yes.
They might not look about this diploma, because they do not know what is this thing, what is that. They do not know. So number one, you need to have very good results.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I don't want to disrespect anybody, but I have to tell you the truth.
Yes.
If you didn't get good results to get into your own university in your country, in Kenyatta, in University of Nairobi, University of Dar es Salaam, KwaZulu-Natal, how do they go to give you this scholarship to go to Stanford?
They cannot.
If you have failed to compete in your own local realities, how are you going to compete in the world stage?
That is true.
You get on the C average. Oh, I didn't get here, but can I get a scholarship? No, you can't. No. Because you must be competitive in your own area. You cannot just come from the Machakos United football team to go to play for Real Madrid. You cannot jump that stage.
Yes.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
You have to go to bigger stage, kind of that. So you have to be competitive in your own realities. In addition to that, when it comes to the bachelor's degree, there are very few scholarships for the bachelor's degree.
Yes.
And I'm going to explain you why. There are some of the reasons why it is difficult. I don't say it's impossible. And I will give some of the universities. I mean, in America, I know one which guarantees you 100% scholarship if you're an international student for bachelor. But in general, bachelor degree is 4 years here in America. The purpose of the scholarship is to help maybe African countries, Asian countries.
Yes.
So master's is 2 years. Why should I bring you to study bachelor degree for 4 years while I can bring 2 students to do masters in 4 years? So if the point is to help the country, one, I can help 2 people than one for master's degree. One. Number 2 is someone with master's or PhD will have the bigger impact upon your return to the country than bachelor degree, because there are so many people who have bachelor degree in their own countries already. So the priority, if they want to help you into the higher stage, not just the bachelor's degree or the level where majority of people will be able to do. So that is something people have to consider, that one too. Another reason is the language of teaching. Basically, there are few countries in the world where the national language, the mother tongue, is English.
Yes.
I'm talking about the United States, have 75% of the Canada, with excluding Quebec. Then we're talking about the entire UK, Ireland, those Wales, those islands, Australia, New Zealand. Just those few. So for that particular case, if you go to those countries, yes, you do bachelor degree in English. But if you go to Sweden, the bachelor degree from kindergarten to bachelor degree is Swedish. You go to Netherlands, is Dutch. Go to German, is German. You go to Norway, is Norwegian. You go to Finland, is Finnish. Denmark, Danish. There are for instance, like in Norway, out of the maybe 30 public schools, maybe 2 universities will have programs for bachelor degree in English language, but almost everything. So you find that there are few limited opportunities for bachelor's degree in the country where English is not the national language. So for that particular case, it becomes very difficult to get bachelor's degree. And remember, as an international student, today we are talking, this one is 2021. If you're applying for bachelor's degree in the US or in those countries, you are applying to go to study in August 2022. So if you apply today, you finish your high school, and you don't get admission, means you have to wait in 2022 to apply again to go to 2023 in August. So you are wasting more than 15 months to wait for another opportunity. Why can't you start studying bachelor degree in your own country first?
Okay.
So if you start, don't start, I'm chilling at home. Oh, I'm just waiting. EBM promised me to get a scholarship. No. Start studying. If you apply for scholarship, yes. Because these 2 years we're going to waste, it is 2 years of college already. So if it doesn't come, already you have 2 years. Kenya, bachelor's. Yes.
So you mean it's for you to get a scholarship in the US, you have to be a student already. You cannot say, oh, I finished years ago and I'm just waiting to see if I can get a scholarship 5 years later.
You can do that. They don't have problem.
Okay.
But the point is, don't chill at home because you are wasting for opportunity which you don't have in hand.
Yes.
Because there are very few opportunities. What guarantee you have if you apply, you will get it. So, for instance, like Kenya, you have bachelor degrees 4 years. Tanzania is 3 years. So if it's 3 years and you've already wasted 2 years, your colleagues are going to graduate for you. You are still waiting, daydream that I'll be going to America. So yes, it's okay when you are waiting to do something else. Just like when we say people, even if you have master's degree, even if you're PhD, you come to America, you cannot wait. Okay, I'm waiting to apply to teach at the college. I'm at home. You have to pay the bills. You have to go to do the general labor job while you are waiting for the dream job. So the same way we are telling people, like, get the job first, pay the bills, then down the road, get your dream job. The same way, continue with your life as if you will never get this scholarship. The same way we are talking about when we talk about green card lottery. It is a lottery you cannot control. So while you are applying for the lottery, continue with your life as if you have won or you'll never win.
Yes.
For the bachelor's degree, that is a big challenge. I will talk differently when I'm talking to the master's and the PhD. So there are very few opportunities. And in addition to that, in US in particular, they don't have something called the particular scholarship. They call something called the assistantship. What does that mean? It means a student assisting with academic research or teaching or certain prescribed academic job in order to be given the tuition, fees, and the living expenses to do that way. So if you come for the bachelor degree, are you going to be a seminar leader or supporting to mark the exam while you do not know even what is chemistry? You cannot do that. They take the master PhD because they can help with the research. They can help with the academic being supervisors of the bachelor degree. Or if you're doing PhD, you can go and teach some classes as assistant lecturer or whatever, something like that. So all those kind of things will be able to help for masters and PhD than bachelor's degree. So by saying that way, I don't say it is impossible. There is one college in America. It has a guarantee. If you apply, you get admission. It is a guarantee. All international students applying for bachelor degree, if you get admission, you are going to be given 100% tuition, fees, and living expenses.
Which one?
Berea College. Berea. Berea.
Oh, Berea College.
It is in the state of Kentucky. So if you, even on my channel, I talk a lot about Berea College. Application usually starts in August until end of November. But if you apply for bachelor degree, you must take, for Berea, you have to take one of these exams. Either you take SAT exam or ACT exam or the English proficiency test of 12 or IELTS. You have to take one exam out of the exam, get a good score. Then it comes the application with the admission essays, recommendation letters. Why should you be given statement of purpose? Why should you be given this scholarship? You have to include all those kind of things to apply.
Yes.
One time I made their video and they said they usually get over 300 applications from international students and they take 30 students. So that's why I want to tell people to understand how competitive it is. No matter even if all of A's, people will not be able to take all the 300. So that's number one. When it comes to the bachelor degree, Berea College is the college which will be able to provide 100%. Most of the scholarships in America for the bachelor's degree, they say, oh, we give you maybe 2,000 for athletics. Oh, we help you. That doesn't help you to go to cover really living expenses. So it becomes very complicated for so many people, because bachelor degrees here, they get financial aid from the state, they get from the federal, and they get the loan to be able to finish their studies. So that's why there are very few opportunities for bachelors than for masters and PhD.
Okay, continue. I'm coming.
Okay. So that is for the bachelor degree. How you can go about it? So let's go to talk about graduate studies, masters and PhD, if you want to apply in the United States to start with. Applying for the degrees in the United States is very expensive compared to Europe. Why is it very expensive? Because there are examinations you have to do. Examination number one, you have to take the English proficiency test. There are two exams. You have to take one of these. You have to take the test of English as a foreign language, 12. If you don't like that one, which is the American version, you have to take the International English Language Testing System, IELTS, which is the British version through the British Council. The British version, IELTS, the cost is more than $330 US. The American version is $220. So you take one exam out of those.
So when you get a scholarship in the US or Britain, whatever, you have to do those exams. Okay.
Yes, that's number one. Before you apply.
Yeah.
There's a few exceptions we'll talk about, but this is the general application. If you apply in Europe or in America, you have to take that exam. But if you want to apply in America, in specific in US, there is extra exam. The exam called, depending on the program you're going to take. If you are taking the management program, you take the GMAT exam, Graduate Management Admission Test. That exam is just like, that exam is this one. This is the book for that particular exam.
The GMAT.
GMAT, Graduate Management Admission Test. So this exam has math. It's different from the English. The English which is here is different. They'll give you the words you have never seen in your entire life. Because there is math, there is everything you can see even here. So there are so many things on this exam. So you have to check this exam if you want to take a master's or PhD in management, MBA, those kind of things. If you want to take the non-management program, you take the GRE, Graduate Record Examination. It's the same like this one, but a little bit different. There are testing materials. This exam also is about 210, 220. Then each country they have this. If you want to take a law, you have to take the LSAT. If you want to take medical, you have to take the MCAT. So there is extra exam you have to take. So that's why I'm saying applying in the US is expensive, because you are going to pay for the extra exam in addition to the English proficiency. Another cost which makes it more expensive in the US. That's why I want people to understand this one, so that you know when you are getting into it to be serious. Another cost is when you take the TOEFL exam or the GRE exam, they don't want the certificate or the results from you. They want to make sure this is authentic exam, not a forged exam. So the testing owners, which is called Education Testing Service, ETS, have to send those results to the university you are applying. Even when you are applying for any college in the US, for instance, I'm finished one college A, I want to go to college B, they don't want the transcript from me. They want the transcript to be sent by the university. This is the American system. So in order the ETS, Education Testing Service, to send that exam to you, I mean to the university, the TOEFL exam is $17 per copy. The GRE or GMAT is $27. for each copy you are going to send.
Yeah.
So in addition to that, there is application fee for each university. In
Wow.
Europe, there is no extra exam. It's just TOEFL or IELTS. That's all. There is no GRE or GMAT or LSAT or MCAT. There's no extra exam. There is no application fee in Europe. That's the big difference you need to know. So if you see those difference in the end in terms of the resources, in the US, it's a little bit more expensive.
It becomes more expensive.
For one university, apart from taking the GRE and GRE or English proficiency one-time cost, there is $27 for GRE exam certificate to be sent. There is $17 in addition to that, which makes more than 40, right?
Yes.
And then the application fee is mostly average 50 to 100, depending on the university.
Yeah.
So one university to apply complete application is average $100.
Wow.
So, and you cannot apply to universities and expect to be given scholarship.
So you have to apply many, like try so many times.
Let me put it very, very simple to many people by using. I don't want people, because some people are usually I applied for scholarships. I didn't get it. I ask, how many universities did you apply? Oh, 3. I say that's one.
So if every university you are applying, then you are spending money on these things. That means you have to be prepared financially too, even if yeah, okay. That's that's one thing a lot of people don't know, because people think applying for scholarship maybe is free and it doesn't come with a cost. So okay.
That's why, just like if you want to go to heaven, there are costs associated. You have to go to church, to go to the mosque. You have to be a good person. You have to agree to die.
Yeah.
That's to go to heaven. You want to come to America, these are the steps.
Okay.
And don't bring the sympathy card. Oh, I'm orphan. There is one Kenyan guy, it's so fun. He was a police officer, 36 years old. He's married with 3 kids, and he wrote, I'm orphan. Please, can you help me to find this scholarship? You are 36 years old, married with a children, and you are orphan. Orphan is a minor under the age of 18 without parents. That's orphan. Even if you don't have father and mother after the age of 18, you are not, you are adult. Just go and carry your responsibilities.
That is true.
This is the list of statistics I want to give you a little bit.
Okay.
This is the list. I'm using Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi and the other players. How many shots they put on target in order to score 1 goal?
Yeah.
That means how many universities you need to apply to get 1 admission. Cristiano Ronaldo made 88 shots on target to have 25 goals, meaning average on 3.5 shots on target, he had 1 goal. Messi, 77 shots, 15 goals. The ratio is 5.1 shots on target to have 1 goal. Neymar, 40 shots on target, 11 goals. Bale, 43 shots on target, 7 goals. Average 6 shots on target. Myself, I know about scholarships a lot.
For you, did you have to try so many? You applied so many as well, right?
That's what I'm going there. Okay. I know scholarships. I had good work experience. I have everything. But I applied 25 universities or 25 scholarships, and I got 3.
Wow.
Meaning, averaging almost 80 scholarships I applied, I got 1.
Wow.
Then, when I applied for PhD, I applied for 15 schools. I got 2.
Wow.
Average 7.5 universities, I got 1.
Yes.
So meaning, usually tell people, if you want to get 1, apply minimum 10. But usually tell people, apply 30 scholarships and the above to have a guarantee of getting scholarship. Okay. As I said at the beginning, that if you are in 2021, you are applying to go to study, aim is to go 2022 in August. If you apply fewer, you don't get it. That means you have wasted 2 years. If you ask me why many people don't accomplish their goals, especially Africans, it's because we don't have deadline.
Yes.
If you have deadline, it means you become like monkeys. Well, we'll be in the house tomorrow, until today they live in the trees. They don't have the house.
Yeah.
But if I want to go to study next year in August, you have to put 30 shots on target to have one goal.
Yes.
That is an important thing. Number of the university need to apply. But if you, because that's why, because it's expensive, how much it is if you're applying $100 per university, like taking the test, everything, and the application fee, that is almost 3,000.
Yeah.
That's why I usually tell people, if you don't have enough money, take the exam, apply even 50 universities in Europe. There is no extra exam, there is no application fee.
Yes.
Apply in Europe. And if your dream is to really to come to America, go to Europe first, get your education, do jobs, get more money, apply from there, go to America, go to Canada, wherever your destination is a final destination. That is something you didn't know. But there is another important question people want to know. Should I go and directly apply to the university and then from there I get admission and I walk around with the admission? Can you give me the money? Or what is the procedure? Which is started first? Chicken or egg? Scholarship or admission?
Okay.
It's very simple. When you are going to apply for any program, make sure that when we're going to apply, it is written in the admission website or in the particular department that if you apply for this program and you get admitted, you are guaranteed going to be given this amount of money, which will cover 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
If they haven't written that way, don't apply. Because if you apply, you have committed yourself that you'll be paying a self-financing student.
Okay.
If you have the admission from Stanford, they didn't give you the money, and you go to find the money outside, you will never be given the money by England to study in America. Or you get admission in France and you think Germany will give the money to study in France. No, these are imperialistic powers. They want to extend their influence. So if they give you the scholarship is in the particular country, and these scholarships, most of them in America, they are associated with attached to the university. So Stanford cannot give you the scholarship to go to study in Harvard. Harvard cannot give you get admission in UCLA, then Harvard to pay for education in another country. No.
Okay.
So you have to get a scholarship from the particular university you have gone. Very few universities you might find you can be admitted, but scholarships coming from outside the source is a separate non-academic institution. But majority of the scholarships in America are attached to the university.
Okay.
Through what is called the assistantship for graduate studies.
Yeah.
So apply to the program which says if you apply for this one, you get admission. I know. How can you find those kind of things? Yeah. Two things. You can go and write graduate assistantships in biology in the United States. You'll find they'll come the universities. Any university in the US, the website must end with .edu, .education as the official website, not .com. That's number one. Yeah. Number two, when you go to the website, if you see, we can post on our blog, you can post on Facebook, go to that particular department, see if it's written that scholarship in the department.
Okay.
Don't just go and start applying, you might apply to the scammers.
Yes.
If you have any question, write it to the admission officer, write to the head of department, they will respond to you.
Okay.
Apart from that, at the end of this, so people have to watch up to the end, we'll give the link, people can be able to download this book for free.
Which one is that?
What?
Which one is that?
It's called the PhD Scholarships for Africans in the United States.
Oh, wow.
This book, even if you want to plan to apply to the US, even if you want to plan to apply for PhD, it gives the stages or procedures of every single thing, how to write the statement of purpose, how to go about every single thing to apply in America or even in Europe. Then from there, the other part of this book, over 60% of this book, it comes to give any program you want. You want to study PhD in history? There is no problem. All universities in America with a PhD in history with a full guarantee. All programs in mathematics, all programs in biology, all programs. So here you'll be able to find, for instance, you see, if you want to study music, it says fully funded PhD programs in music in the US. So I have listed all the universities, all their links on this book. So,
oh, wow.
And it will tell you, all these programs. They will tell you once you apply, if you are admitted, you are guaranteed to be given this kind of scholarship. So if you want any program, as I said, music, mathematics, anything, deadline, everything is here.
So it's on the book, yeah.
In the book. And I'm giving it for free so that people cannot find, oh, this is, oh, I do not know, whatever. So for instance, let me read you one for this, like financial support, like cultural anthropology students.
Yeah.
It says, for instance, it says graduate fellowships provided tuition plus a living stipend for 5 years, contingent on your appropriate progress. You have to be passing, obviously.
Yeah.
Duke University, for instance, graduate fellowship provided tuition plus living expenses for 5 years. And they explain to you, if you apply, there is no separate applications. You'll be guaranteed. For instance, application fee for this one is $95 in addition to GRE, in addition to English proficiency tests, all those kind of things. So, but even if Harvard, for instance, the financial aid for the PhD in anthropology features guaranteed funding for the first 5 years to all PhD students, as long as you get admission. So what I'm writing here is fully guarantee is you to apply.
Okay.
So why I'm focusing on that one. So the other things are minor. The biggest thing are these exams. Yes, there are some universities they allow to apply without these tests. I understand it. Yes, there are those. Yeah. Just like there was exception of Virgin Mary not to die and to go to heaven. That's what we believe. Those are few exceptions, but you're not Virgin Mary. You have to die. So why you just wait for the university without GRE? How many are there? Let's say University of Alabama, they have that program, but it's a program in microbiology. You are a social science person. So it doesn't help you. In order to apply to compete, prepare as if I'm going to fight with a lion with a gun fully loaded with bullets. Don't go to fight with a lion and assuming the lion will, my gun doesn't have anything, I don't have any bullet. Lion will be not hungry, will feel sorry for me. And just spare. No, prepare yourself fully competitive. Yes. That's where my quotation when you open this book says, don't look for the sympathy when you are applying for the scholarship. It is competitive. While you in Kenya, in Tanzania, you are thinking, oh, I can look at this one, whatever. How many people are in China? 1.4 billion people.
Trying to get the same scholarship.
They want to get the same scholarship. People from China, if they come to Kenya, to Tanzania, to Uganda, to whatever, it's for them, it's just like going to America. These people in China, they get high score in GRE and in these English tests than any person. Chinese and Indians, they prepare for 2 years to take these exams to guarantee these scholarships. So what for you are waiting for the waiver? Yes, they can give you the waiver, but you have the same GPA with another person from India. But what happens is this person has decided to take the GRE. You didn't take the GRE. Who are they going to take? They're going to take the person who decided to go extra mile to show that I'm capable and ready.
Yes.
So all the time, be ready. Prepare yourself.
Okay. So and how do you and then when you get a scholarship here, let's say it's a 2-year, then are you able to change to to change to an international student? I think you mentioned that. I mean,
so if you get a scholarship, as long as you're not a green card holder, you are not a US citizen.
Yeah.
Whether you are here in the US, you are outside the US, you are still international student. International student doesn't mean that because you live here. It's because you are not a green card holder, you are not a US citizen.
Yeah.
So that is, so you'll be given that way. And if you get full scholarship, you don't need to have the bank statement.
Okay.
There's a bank statement. Myself, when I came to America for the first time, I came with the Fulbright scholarship, which was sponsored by the US government. So I was given How are you?
Pick up.
Good?
Uh-huh. I know. I'm so sorry.
No, it's cute. Yeah.
Mama, wait. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I got the first scholarship. When I came as international student, I had 2 letters. One was the scholarship from the department or the School of Peace and Justice Studies from the University of San Diego, paid 36,000, and another scholarship was from Rotary International, 24,000. So when they ask me, prove that you can be able to survive in the US, these are the 2 letters fully guaranteed. I got the visa, come to America. So the bank statement is if you're going to pay for yourself, fully funded.
Yeah.
The letter admission with the commitment of how much they're going to give you, that is already the what that is a guarantee already. The kind of like bank statement to commit yourself.
Yes.
And another thing here is in US again, once you apply, you come to study here. One person will ask, so who will pay for my ticket and visa? 99% of scholarships don't cover visa fee. They don't cover flight ticket because at that time you're not a student yet. You're not. You are a student upon arriving in America and showing the document. So if you are there, you are not a student yet. There are very few programs or scholarships. They can cover tuition. They can cover flight ticket. They can cover all these kind of things. For instance, Chevening scholarship for England, Fulbright in America. For instance, there are few programs, they cover everything.
Okay.
But majority, so expect visa and the other thing on your own. And another question people might ask, so when I finish, if I want to stay in America, what should I do?
Yes.
There is one, once you finish studying, you are given what we call OPT. It is optional practical training. You are given a work permit to be able to work for at least 1 year.
Okay.
Most of the science programs, you are going to be given 18 months, a year and a half.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to exceed that time. So once your work permit on that particular OPT, if the employer likes you, then you'll be able to go. The employer can apply to change it from your F1, which is under what we call OPT, to become H1, which is a professional working visa.
Okay.
And when you're in your professional working visa, then the employer can sponsor you for green card.
Wow. Okay.
But most of the employers, so you have to be careful when you apply for any job. Most of the jobs, they are written there on the we call fine print that we are not sponsoring any person. So you have to look like there are certain companies, they are okay to sponsor someone. There are certain companies, they are not okay to sponsor another person.
So somebody is asking if with the student visa, are you allowed to work still, and maybe they want to know how many hours can you work?
Yes. So in the US, so this I'm talking in the US, and that's why I will tell you why you should go to other countries if you have that option. All over the world, almost all over the world, international students, all over the world, I mean the Western world, you're allowed to work 20 hours per week.
Yes.
But in the US in particular, you are allowed to work 20 hours per week as maximum on campus during the school year.
Okay.
When it's closed, you're allowed to work as many hours as you want, even outside of the campus.
Yeah, and that's why I see a lot of I remember one student telling me that they cannot work out of campus. I couldn't understand.
Yes, the regulation. But in Europe, the work permit is 20 hours per week, but you can work wherever you want, even off campus. You see the difference is there.
Yeah.
Same after school is closed, you can work as many as you want.
Yes.
What if you are married and have kids? Will the scholarship cover for that? No. They are not students. Will they be allowed to work? In the US, they are your dependents. If you come here, you have to have the means to pay them to make sure them leave. They are not allowed to work. In Canada, that's the good thing about Canada. International students, you come with your spouse, your husband, or your wife. You as a student, you'll be studying and work 20 hours per week. But your spouse will be allowed to work full time, whatever they want.
And I think with Australia too. Australia, yeah. And also another question that I see, I know somebody who the school, I don't know whether it's the school, they write a letter to kind of sponsor, have the family get, like they got their papers through the school, or through the school, something that the school had something to do with, like writing immigration, the letter, and they got the green cards out of that. Like he was a student at the school. Do you know anything about that?
So it's not just like the school. The point is, if school is going to hire you, yes, school is going to sponsor you for that. Yes.
Yeah, he was hired. He's hired by the school.
It's just any employer, even if it will be school owner, who's allowed to sponsor you. It's just like if you as an American citizen, you get married to another person, you are sponsoring that person. So employer, if he's going to hire and you meet certain requirements, meaning like it cannot apply for green card for you to sponsor green card for you for the job of cutting grass. You must be the best grass cutter in the world that not many Americans can be able to do. So that's why if you have good masters in certain type of programs or your PhD, it is easier to transitioning to become a permanent resident, because not many Americans have that level of education or expertise.
Okay. Tony, you want to reduce the volume, please? So I know sometime some of the, some people might ask, hold on a minute. Tony, reduce the volume, please. Sorry, somebody came in with their volume up. So the question I had is, what if you finish your as a student, you're done with your studying, do you have to go back home, or do you, if you don't want to go return to your country, can you stay here? And if you don't have a job, or you can you look for a job anywhere on your own and remain here? What are the ways you can advise people?
So if you come with a scholarship, it depends on the requirement of the scholarship. There are scholarships which are mandatory for you to go back to your home country for 2 years. Number one. Starting, they have it's called the Africa MBA scholarship. They give you 150,000 or 120 to do MBA. If you want to stay finishing at Stafford, you want to stay, it becomes a loan. They have no problem.
Yeah.
So those kind of things. But most of them, they prefer you to go. But if you stay here, it's up to you, as long as you are follow the immigration. If you become illegal, it's you and the government.
Yes.
So how do you transitioning? If you are on the OPT, obviously you have 90 days to make sure that you get the job, whether it's paid, whether it's unpaid. So you can get the job, not on your state, you can apply a job within the US and do whatever.
Yeah.
Then if you finish that one, you want to go back to school. That's where the difficulty, that's what I usually say. If you're going to pay for your education, if you come in America, there's a very difficult or challenges to transitioning to become green card holder, because you have very short, let's say 1 year, to make sure that you get a good job, to impress employer to apply for you to sponsor you. But if you are in Canada, for instance, Canada, if you do bachelor degree 4 years, your work permit after finishing studies is 4 years.
Yes.
If you do master's 2 years, you have 2 years. If you do PhD for 5 years, you have 5 years. So the practical training, the postgraduate work permit is depending on the number of years of studies. In the US, it doesn't matter whether it's 5 years, whether it's 1 year, you all get the same amount. So that's why in Canada, apart from that, because it's more merit over in Australia, there are other paths you can be able to transition as an international student, or you have 2 years of work experience within Canada, professional work experience, you are allowed to apply for a special path to become a permanent resident. But in the US, it's a little bit challenging. So unless others employer wants you have to impress the employer to sponsor you, or when you are in America, you can fall in love with someone, get married, start a family. You can get that way green card through marriage.
Yeah. Yeah, through marriage. I know somebody is asking if the children of a student can go to American schools. One thing I know is they don't ask for passports or visa when you're going to American schools. I think when you're in elementary and
Yeah.
high school. But the
From
problem becomes what I've come to realize, EBM, is the people who are sending children to come here and study a high school. Now, the problem comes is that your child comes here in high school and they get attached to American school, the American system. And then when the time comes for them to go to college, they need papers to go to college and they don't have those papers. That is one thing I realized. Then these children become very frustrated because you sent them from Africa to study high school here, then they are done. When they want to go to college, they cannot go to college here, and also they cannot get like a sponsorship because they cannot join college. They don't have papers. They came here to study high school. You know what I mean?
yes.
So it's people who are watching. If you're sending your child here to study high school, just so you know what you're gonna discuss with your child after they are done with high school, because they cannot join without papers.
And these are the people later they become upset with the US government. Oh, it's racist. No, you don't have documents. Simple and clear.
It's
I mean, don't get the player. These are the regulations. I cannot just come from US as an American citizen. I want to go to study at the Kenyatta University and give me the money. No, I'm not from that particular country.
Yeah, and somebody is asking, can you apply as a student? Then when you get there, you drop out and work?
The day you drop out is the day you become illegal.
Yes.
Because before that, it was a little bit easier. Then September 11 happened. Majority of the people came under September, who were in September 11, came under the student visa but didn't go to school. Yes. That's when it started something called the service, SEVIS. Yes. That means the tracker. If you drop, they remove the system from there. You are illegal from that day.
Oh, so they have they track you?
Because if you don't go, you don't pay school fees, you don't attend school, they report to the immigration that you are no longer a student, so automatically become illegal. So if you become illegal, is you and this government or you and the system. So if you get caught, it's up to you. So, but my advice to other people, no matter how difficult it is, find a way to continue to move from one visa to another visa, from one status to another status, because it will help you a lot down the road when you want to become a bigger person here in America. Because at one point you might, you never know, 20 years to come, I want to become a mayor, I want to become a governor. They bring back, you are illegal. That's the big scandal. You want to become FBI, there are certain crimes that'll be tough for you when they do background check.
And also there is another question in Canada, I know in Australia too, after 4 years, I think after how many, being a student for a couple of years, and also in the UK, I don't know if UK still does that. After being a student for so long, you can become a green card holder, automatic you can apply for permanent residence. What about here in the US? Can you do, is there anything like that?
Even if you stay 100 years. There is only one exception. If you have been here from January 1st, 1972, up to now you are here, you are allowed to be given a green card. I came to learn that like last week. It's called special something, but how many are there here, those people? Yeah, but basically, that's the problem. That's why I agree with Donald Trump last year when he said he was planning to end the green card lottery and introduce the merit-based immigration like in Canada.
Yeah.
The same way, I was doing, even Barack Obama said, you bring someone in America, you give the scholarship, someone to study here, and after there, you tell the person to go back to their country. Why can't you, this person is having education here, is very competitive here, why can't you give green card to this person here, and let the person go, then they cannot compete?
Yes. Okay. Anybody else with a question before we wind up? Because my daughter here is starting to get something to be, let me see. When will the BI, this is Kim Jonty is asking, when will be the B1 and B2 visa open?
With this kind of the pandemic and everything, I do not know. At the moment, because everything is changing.
Okay. Somebody, Chris Kiru, do you sponsor masters in IT upper second honor?
They don't care what program. All programs can get scholarships. As long as you good results, you have statement of purpose, take the exams, apply. They don't care whether it's IT, whether it's social work. There are those scholarships. They are there. But don't tell me, give me the link of scholarship. I'll ask you, have you done GRE if you want to study in America? Have you done? Because the link doesn't help you anything.
Yeah.
If you apply without that, without those kind of requirement, it is incomplete application.
Yeah. Somebody else was asking earlier, guys, if you have a question, we are winding up. Please send out your questions. Let me read one from Kim Jonty. When in America with that temporary visa for less than 180 days, that's the best thing to venture into that can help you change status fast. Did you get that?
No, can you repeat that one?
It's not a question, but he's saying when you are in America with a temporary visa for less than 180 days, like that's the best thing to venture in that can help you change status. I don't know what thing he's
just
talking.
Get married. That is the only way you can change your status quicker.
Oh, getting married.
Yeah, because out of that, if you can change to become international student, you are still international student.
Yes.
If you become permanent resident, there is no like I'm coming temporarily here. What other way? Maybe you win the lottery for money and you invest 1 million here. Yes, you'll be given a green card.
Yeah. This person is just saying, please, can you talk more about GRE? I think he has talked about GRE. Yeah.
Yes. GRE is an exam where even Americans must do the exam to be admitted for graduate studies. Okay. So you have to take these exams. So you can go to Google search and write GRE. You can even download. You can see the videos. You can see the sample test. It's, I mean, it's an exam which you cannot get a lot of scores unless others you are good also in math, but you have to prepare. But if you want to apply and get admissions and scholarships, you have to take those exams. You have to agree to die to go to heaven.
So, and somebody is saying, Timothy is saying, I have tried to apply for scholarship, master's degree with no success. Please advise.
The question is, if you apply in America, did you take a GRE or GMAT? Did you take the English proficiency test? That's my first question. If you haven't done that one, forget you didn't apply for scholarship. You applied for Europe. Did you take the English proficiency test? For instance, August 1st, already they have announced chevening scholarship is going to be there. Do you know that procedure? You have to take the English test. You have to do this one. So how many did you apply? If you apply for 2 and you didn't get it, it's okay. It's your fault. I tell you, because myself, I applied 25. Even in Messi, Ronaldo, they don't shoot 2 shots on target to have a goal. No. In one game, they do like even 15 shots, and they don't get a goal.
Somebody is asking. Sorry to cut you. Somebody is saying, can they apply for scholarship from South Africa?
It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you are from developing, like to go to South Africa or from South Africa to apply to another country. If you're from South Africa, can you apply? South Africa, last time I checked, is in Africa and is in developing country. You are not a British applying to come to America. Yes, you're from developing countries. So I say the scholarships for Africans, you are African. Yeah.
So somebody, Kara, is saying, how can we learn more from EBM about masters and scholarships? Please tell them about your channel, where they can find you, because that's where you can give them so much information.
Yeah. So if you go to my channel under the name EBM Scholars or search EBM Scholars, you go there, you'll be able to find the following things. Number one, there are information about immigration in general, green card lottery, student visa, all those kind of things. But on the playlist, there is a playlist scholarships in America, and there's special playlist scholarships in Europe. Meaning, what are the step-by-step in order to apply? That should be number one. What are the ways you can be able to do the exams, the specific scholarships? But also, if you go to the website called ebmscholarships.com, you can be able to see this book and be able to download it for free.
Oh, wow. Did you write that book? Did you write the book?
Yeah.
Wow, he's a book writer. Look at this guy. EBM, you're wonderful.
There are 11 books.
You wrote 11 books.
Yeah. And by the end of the year, there will be 2 more books coming.
Isn't this person wonderful, guys?
One is about YouTube. The 2 books will be coming by this year.
Wow, 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 wow. You know, we see a lot of Tanzanians talking Swahili. I did not know that there are Tanzanians who would even write books about all these things. I am so proud of you, EBM, and congratulations. And people, please go to EBM. This guy is amazing. He shares all sort of information about stuff, and also green card and scholarships. And I am telling you, you go to his channel, he gives very informative, and he doesn't mess around. He'll tell you as it is. EBM doesn't sugarcoat anything.
It's easier to tell them the truth. Like, this is the reality. Yeah.
Okay, EBM, could you tell us if you live in the UK and you have a UK citizenship, even you know, can you apply to come to the US as a student?
Yes. You'll come as an international student like any other student from Africa, the same.
Any other student?
You apply, compete the same.
Even the scholarship the same.
Most of these, like in the US, when they say assistantship, as long as you're an international student, there are very few specific. They say, like, maybe they stand for this is for Africa or this is for Asians. But majority of this one is open to anybody. You compete with Americans, or there are some they say for international students. They don't care. They don't care whether you are 60 years old, whether you are 2 years old. Compete, do the GRE, do everything. They're not able to do that.
Somebody is saying, I thought he's Nigerian with the speed he's taking. Kumbe he's Tanzanian. I thought the same too. Baraka, oh my goodness. I thought ABM, you're Nigerian. Honestly, I was like, oh, he's really smart. Yeah. Baraka Media, we thought the same. He's Tanzanians. Tanzanians are wonderful. Oh, he has the flag. Somebody is saying, what are some of the scholarships available for African students? I think he has talked so much about that. Who want to study masters in law. I had a friend who
masters in law. That is very tricky one. Don't apply to US because US doesn't have bachelor degree in law. People have to know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In order to study law in the US, you have to study any bachelor degree. And then you go to a law school to study. So there is yes, you can do the normal bachelor, masters, but there are no scholarships because law is a different animal here in America. Very few scholarships can get for law. But if you want to apply in law, for instance, in England, there are different scholarship. There is this Commonwealth scholarship. There are specific scholarship from the specific Manchester University. You can go to Australia. There are specific scholarships for international students from the government. There are scholarships in Canada. There are scholarships in Finland, Sweden, Norway, all those kind of Netherlands, Nuffic. There are all those kind of scholarships. Yes.
Okay, and let me look. I'm looking for one more question. Please, can you clarify what you mean by good results? Like, you have to have good results.
Upper second class minimum.
Upper second class?
Yes, but sometimes you might have a lower second class, but not too low. For instance, if you are using 5.0 scale, upper second class is start with 3.5.
Yes.
If you have 3.3, it's okay. You have to have other important things to help you. Yes. Good GRE results, good TOEFL results, good statement of purpose, good working experience, very strong competitive resume. You have to include all those kind of things.
Somebody is saying, kindly advise, my son is applying for medicine in the USA. This is Elizabeth. He's saying her son is applying for medicine in the USA desperately, looking for information.
Number one, you cannot just go and study medicine just from day one. Because in the US, medical school, you study bachelor in psychology, then you go to the med school.
Yes.
Just like in law, you have to take any other degree. So it's not like, for instance, in Africa, you go Muhimbili University in Dar es Salaam, from day one you were a doctor. Or you're going to political science to study political science. No. Yes. In the US, that's why people, they grow in a little bit different from Africa. Because the first 2 years you are studying general. You will study English, you will study mathematics, even if you are not pure science. You will study natural science, just of the general. Third year and fourth year, you are going to the specialization. So you taking what you call pre-med school, pre-med program. You can change at any time. So let your son, even if come to study bachelor degree in sociology, bachelor degree in social work, while you are there, then you can change at any time to go to what courses to prepare you to become a doctor. But don't apply, oh, I want to become a medical doctor. You think like, okay, this is how you go to Jomo Kenyatta University from day one to become a doctor. No, here it doesn't work that way. You don't go medicine from day one. You don't go become pharmacist from day one. The first 2 to 3 years is general. Then you will start taking the special programs to prepare you to become to go to the medical school.
Okay, so Timothy is asking, does what chevening, or I don't know what is right, scholarship provide for master's degree?
Yes.
In law?
Yes, any program.
Yeah.
Law including.
In law, yeah. Okay.
1 year program. It is 1 year program with the condition you must go back to your home country after finishing.
Okay, somebody is saying he's just completed O levels in Kenya with an A. Can he get
apply for bachelor degree first of all in Kenya? First of all, I'm going to do bachelor degree in Kenya. Then apply for scholarships outside. In case you don't get, because if you apply now, you are applying to start in the year 2022 in August. International students, they don't just start anytime. Yeah. 2022 in August. So what are you doing in between? You cannot stay at home waiting. You will start smoking things which you are not supposed to do. So continue. Yes. And then if you want to come to America, take one of the exams I said, the LSAT, the SAT, ACT, because for bachelor degree or English professional test for the Berea College, B-E-R-E-A, Berea College.
Berea College.
My YouTube, I talk about Berea College and explain every single thing you want to know as international student.
Yeah. Wow. I am so happy that you've given us even a school they can try. And guys, please take notes, because I see a lot of people saying that they got A from their O levels. Good opportunity. Also, somebody else asked me earlier, like if there is a big gap between when you finished your O levels and now, like maybe after 10 years you're thinking of coming here as a student.
There's no problem.
No problem.
Because college is different from high school. High school, there is a minimum age. You cannot be 18 and you go to high school because you are adult. But college, they don't care. I studied a master's with a woman who is 65 years old. Yeah, so they don't care.
Okay, let me look for another. Somebody is asking, apart from the YouTube channel, how else can we reach to him?
Another way, you can get me through Twitter, Ernest_Makulilo, or you can go to my Instagram. Two Instagram, one is EBM Scholars, is EBM signature. So I have two Instagram accounts. But number one, before you come to asking me a question, watching YouTube, because there is no question you will ask me, I've never answered that question. Because you ask me, can I apply? What is GRE exam? The answer is there. When is this, whatever, every single question I'm going to ask. Go and read the book first. Read the book. If you don't get the answer there, then ask me. Don't come to ask me the things which I've talked about.
Yes, first of all, go to your channel, go to his channel and watch the videos, because he has a lot of information and very, very, very helpful. Do they offer degree in hospitality after diploma students from Kenyan University? This is from Elizabeth.
Number one, they have to know, they will not look about your diploma. Because as I said from the beginning, most of the time they don't know what is this thing. They look at your high school. What is your high school results? Yes. So if your high school results are not good, that's when to the diploma, you'll be having had time to prove to them what is the diploma. The best way I usually tell people, that's what I usually tell people, apart from the lottery, this is something you cannot control. Get a bachelor degree with a good result. It's a guarantee. You apply to 30 universities, is a guarantee you'll get a scholarship. It's a guarantee. But if you're not for lottery, you'll be every single day, you'll be upset with God, you'll be upset with Biden, you'll be upset with Trump, you'll be upset with EBM, promise as you can apply and win. But these are things you cannot control. Somebody control having good results.
Somebody is asking, I'm sorry to cut you, there are so many questions, and my daughter is heavy, she fell asleep. Can I apply? Ruth Nyambura is saying, is asking, can I apply for a bachelor scholarship with my KCSE of 2016 results, even even though I have finished my first degree from UON, University of Nairobi?
My answer is number one, the scholarships for bachelor's degree are very few. Why do you need to use your high school to find a bachelor degree, which is just a two program you will find? But with because you already have a degree, if you apply for masters, there are thousands of opportunities around there. Why do you can apply there, no problem. Use your high school, but you will apply for entire US one program maybe. But if you go for masters in the US, you'll find maybe there are maybe 500 universities with this program you want to pursue.
Yes.
In Europe, there are so many programs. Why do you want to study another bachelor degree? And again, you do the visa interview. And if I'm the consular officer, I know for sure you might be trying to come to America to become illegal, because why are you wasting another 4 years to do another bachelor degree? Why do you have a bachelor degree?
Okay. Let me look for another question here. How does age affect scholarship opportunities? From Timothy.
99% of the scholarship, they don't care about your age. Few, yes, they might say you must be under the age of 40, under the age of 55, but most of the scholarships, even if you are 100, apply.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am so short-sighted. That's why I'm leaning to the screen like this, because even if I have glasses, it's hard
myself
to see.
I have to wear this one to, if I have to read something far.
So Mola Conce is saying, in 2016, I applied for bachelor's degree, but my visa was denied on financial grounds. Do I have to pay for service fee? He say SEVIS, service fee again, when I want to apply for my master's?
Yes.
He has to pay again?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That
so
is over.
On financial grounds, meaning like he did not have a good bank statement?
Yes. She applied is coming to pay for your own. That's why I say, if you want to apply as self-financing of bank statement, apply in Norway. Norway, there is no tuition and fees.
Okay.
So if Norway, because if you apply to US, they will tell you, okay, University of Chicago, the tuition and fees is 18,000 for international students. And living expenses in Chicago is 15,000 per year. So they will add that when they say, okay, so for that particular case, you need to have maybe 35,000 in the bank statement. So you show the 35,000. You arrive at the school, you have to pay for the school fees for the semester. If you go to Norway, there is no tuition and fees.
Yes.
So only thing you need to show is the 12,000 for living expenses, but you have to deposit in the bank in Norway.
Yeah.
If you arrive there, they'll give all your money back. You can pay your uncle, and you can be able to work while you are there.
Yes.
In Germany, there are so many universities which are free. But people, you get obsessed with the US, but the cost of having, why do you need to pay 30,000 while you can have 10,000 and study the high quality education of the similar? While you are there, then you can find another way to another country. So consider the Scandinavian first if you want to pay on your own, because it is free. There is no tuition and fees.
Yeah. So people, it's better to try, not just if you're applying for scholarship, is not just to apply in the US. You can try other countries too. But sometimes the language, like especially Germany, the language freaks people out.
No, for master's PhD, you study in English.
It's all English.
English. The language you study, they'll give you like 3 weeks to 6 months, just like orientation. If you wanted to go and buy some mangoes, whatever, just like Guten Tag, whatever. Those danke, smaller things, just like a basic. Just like how international students in America go as students in Kenya, they'll learn a little bit Swahili, just like, but not like every course in Swahili, no. Just if you want to go to the street, just to ask even for the water, yes.
So Timothy is saying this is heaven sent. See? EBM. You are heaven sent indeed, I'm telling you, because sometimes you click on the YouTube and you find exactly the information you are looking for. I am so happy. Violet is asking, a child can transit to college and university after high school as long as you can afford to pay. Oh, she's not asking, she's saying you're giving us good information. Oh my God, questions are popping so fast. Okay, where can I apply for my law master's? Please.
Go and take English proficiency test. Before you want to take any exam, I mean, you apply to any school, take the English test first. Pass. Then there are links there. If you go to the EBM scholarships.com, there's so many scholarships I posted there. But if you don't have the exam, you know, it's not my luck. There's no luck. Prepare yourself. If it is luck, then Harambee Stars and Taifa Stars of Tanzania, they could win World Cup. Prepare yourself.
Yeah.
The exams first.
Yeah. Somebody is asking, can we find all this information from his YouTube channel? This is Hello Yes. Yeah, you can. And I'm talking, and he said, I'm talking about... there.
Well, if you go there, if you write ebmscholarships.com or you go to my YouTube, you'll find the links to get this book. 498 pages for free. So if you don't get a scholarship, don't start, whatever is God's plan. No, it's not God's plan. It's your plan, your failure. It's not God's plan.
So EBM, you can type the link on the when we are done on the comment section for the.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll put all the links on the over there. Can you be able to see?
This person is saying, Kara from Norway. No, Kara is saying, thanks for sharing about Norway. We read EBM books and watch EBM videos. Add EBM links here. God bless you for sharing your time. Asante Zaidi, Betty, and EBM Scholars. And also, yeah, that's the same, Kara. And somebody else is saying, yeah, Germany education is free. That is so true. Timothy is saying that he has applied for Chevening scholarships for the last 9 years with no success. Okay. He's hopeful.
Let me tell him. This is the problem. There is a way to prepare yourself. Let me give you an example.
Yes.
The CV of Africans. There is a video comparing this African CVs and the American CV or whatever. People start, my name is blah, 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 blah. And answer, name, so and so. Date of birth, marital status, tribe. We are not looking for the tribal chief here.
Yeah.
If you are in Kenya, you are Kikuyu or someone from Kisumu and you are just a big tribe, they don't care. You are not looking for the tribal chief. So forget about the nonsense, everything. Put just name Ernest B. Makulilo, full stop, email, phone number, and address. Full stop. There is no place of birth. There is nothing. If you put place of birth, for what?
Yeah.
On the resume, people are writing, for instance, education. Someone has a master's degree, Jomo Kenyatta, bachelor degree, University of Dar es Salaam, high school, primary school, kindergarten. Who cares? You have a degree. Why should I care about kindergarten? Why should I care about primary school? Why should I care about secondary school? I don't care. You have a degree, only a degree. So you see, you're explaining yourself. Then on the work experience, someone is graduating maybe, let's say 2018 or 2019. Because of the corona, I've been waiting for a job, so Kenyatta can give me a job. No, it's not Kenyatta's job to give you a job. No. What have you been doing as a student? Have you volunteered? Have you gone to the orphanage center and asked to volunteer to have work experience?
Yeah.
Work experience doesn't mean you must get the salary. Let me give you an example. My work experience, apart from what I'm doing, I'm a content creator as a YouTuber. That is job.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm author of the book. Whether someone buys it, someone doesn't buy. 11 books.
Wow.
Apart from that, I'm an academic advisor.
Yes.
I'm advising like right now.
Yes.
I'm a scholarship consultant.
Do you charge for all this, like when you no?
I don't charge. No.
Wow.
I don't want people to have excuse why they want to fail. So find a way on how to write a resume. For instance, someone is a teacher. And let's say from 2015 or 2016 to 2021, you have been teaching. But the work experience, people do not know how to write. They say teaching at this secondary school. Write it this way. Job description, academic advisor. I've been advising students, number of these students from this year to this year on this area. Then as a teacher, by default, you are counselor, student counselor. You see, you show another job description. Then you are motivational speaker. You are encouraging students. You are career advisor, advising students which programs should they apply to the universities.
Yes.
What career choice should they do? So you have to learn how to write a resume in a way you have to threaten someone. Don't I did the field attachment. You are not a rat to be attached to somewhere. There's a terminology called internship.
Yeah.
That has been used. So in Western world, attachment, what are you attached to? Mainly the terminology is in a competitive world.
Yeah. The terminology. Don't say attachment. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to write a resume to the extent if someone sees this resume, you are threatening someone. Learning from Cristiano Ronaldo, when he's arriving to the pitch, he's jumping like up to here, just to threaten another player. If he's coming, he's going to score, he's going to threaten you by celebrating. You have to be threatening. The problem of Africans is this way, and Asians and Latin Americans, we pretend to be humble.
Yes.
Westerners are not humble. It's okay to showcase what your capabilities. But what Africans say, what are you doing? Is in your class? No, I'm the best in the class. I did the 1, 2, 3. Don't fear to showcase your capability.
Yes.
That's why there are some people, when they see me on YouTube or on internet, it's different from my reality. Because when I'm talking here, you can see this guy is maybe he's a millionaire. This guy maybe might be a governor. But this is just a persona you put there. So you have to threaten in any job interview, any interview, whatever, for scholarships. Why should we hire you? Why should we give you a scholarship? I'm the one going to alleviate the corruption and the rural development, bring in entire building. Explain as if you are more than even Uhuru Kenyatta. But once you disappear over there, is up to you.
Selling yourself really good. Yeah. Okay. Somebody is asking, the Norway degrees accepted in Kenya? I believe so, right?
It's Norway. If you are telling me a player in Manchester United will be accepted in playing in the league in Kenya, the question will be, the degree in Kenya will be accepted in Norway, not Norway degree, because University of Oslo is among the top 50 universities in the world. Yes. You are asking me the country in the first world to be a
Come on. Come on, Eunice. Come on, Eunice Ocharo. And by the way, the degrees in Africa, South Africa, or whichever part of Africa, those degrees are not, you cannot come right away because you are a doctor in Africa and start working with your degree here. You have to start from somewhere, right, EBM?
Exactly.
Yes.
This is the problem. That's why I usually tell people. Yes, we tell people, come to America, go to Europe. Then what? How do you transition in? You're a medical doctor. Don't assume you come with your malaria degree to treat malaria in America. There's no malaria, my friend.
There's no malaria.
Again, most of the things here are regulated by licenses. So for that particular case, you will come here, you are CPA, is a CPA in Kenya. You cannot even go to be a CPA in Tanzania. So if you cannot be from CPA Tanzania, you cannot be a CPA in Kenya. If you come here, there is a CPA in the US. If there is a bar exam for lawyers, you come here, do another bar exam. So you have to come here. There are certain professions they have a special license. That's number one. Apart from that, even if there is let's say you are political science, you cannot just, you are a teacher. Even if they don't have a license, assume there is no license. Assume there is no license. You cannot just, how you yell to your students in Kenya or in Tanzania, beat them with a stroke, whatever, come here and just start yelling to the American kids. You'll go to jail next day. There is another way of learning the culture. So come here, have a plan of reaching the height. Like, I'm here, my goal is to become a governor. My goal is to get amount of this money to invest here in the US or to invest in Africa. But in order to reach there, I have to start working $10 per job, going to 15, going to 20, going farther and farther and farther.
Yes. Wow. I think, guys, we have to bring EBM again because he has so much information and he's so.
Because now we're talking about scholarship. We have to do another one just to do the real life in America.
Oh, we will.
That is that is the biggest part because you are here. Now what? You come here and like, I'm just going to the bar and drinking, then you are driving, you'll be in trouble. You come here, you get married and you come here and I'm the husband. You chill, you wait for your wife to take off your shoes. Like in Kenya, in Africa. No, it doesn't work that way. You'll cook, you'll change the name of the child, you'll do everything. You have to prepare your mindset for greatness if you want to be here.
So Timothy is asking, does EBM help to applying for this scholarship? If no, what's the best strategy? Because this is the guy, and actually Timothy,
he looks like a very determined person.
he's very determined, and please follow right to EBM, because this one, Timothy, he has tried for 9 years. That means he's very determined. Please,
Yeah.
I can request you, EBM, on behalf of Timothy, please hold his hand. He has tried for 9 years. That means he's very determined. Imagine. So he want to know the best strategy because he hasn't succeeded. His name is Timothy Msobo. Is that from where? I don't know from which country, but
The easy way, you have to do a few things, because nowadays I don't give my number.
yeah.
But yeah. So just go to EBM signature.
EBM signature.
Just like a signature, like my signature. EBM signature, Instagram, and send me a DM if you have Instagram.
Yeah.
Then I respond to you. Then I can help from you. Yeah.
Okay.
One time I wanted to create the service of helping people to apply, and there's some type of cost associated, but I decided to stop that process because I came to realize that some people can give you $20 and they think that my job is to give them scholarship.
Oh yeah.
My job is to guide you. So in the easy way, so for instance, this is the guide. I'm giving an example. I showed you like what mistakes, like even like this one, like even like every resume. For instance, I printed like the difference resume. Like I'm giving an example. Let me show you. There is a resume of Kenyan here. Let me give you the example. This is the example of the professor of Kenya. Let me read some of this person. His PhD has a PhD is Dr. James Omari Ontieri. The CV of the PhD holder. Date of birth 1970. ID number. Why do you want to put your ID number? And this is on the internet. Sex male. Marital status married. Religion Christian. Address, that one PO box. Telephone number has, and there are some people have 4 numbers. That is, if you have 4 numbers and you put all 4 numbers, it looks like you are scam. You need to have one number on the phone. You have to know that. Emails, put 2 emails. The job post lecturer. That is a nonsense. Everything with your PhD. Then education started to this one, PhD in Kiswahili in whatever university. Then masters. Put there Egerton University, 1981, whatever, whatever Bachelor of Education. Then put 1987 to 89, Nyambaria High School. Then 1983, whatever, Moreng Secondary School, Primary School. You have PhD. Why do you put a primary school? Who cares? This is the problem.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This one you applied, I put it away. You are wasting my time.
Okay. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna come to end of this video because I need to go feed the children. Thank you so much, EBM, once again. And I know people will ask for more and more of EBM. We're gonna come back here to this channel, or maybe we go to you. Please, guys, visit EBM Scholars on his YouTube channel and subscribe. EBM, we want him at 100K subscribers, and that's why he's heading. This one is a big YouTuber right here, and he gives a good, very good information. So thank you, EBM, and thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Asanteni sana. Bye.
Bye bye.